Hello, my darlings. Found this movie last night, Madam Web official trailer. I didn't even know that it was happening. I didn't even see a trailer for it in the theater, thanks be to God. But I walked out of Night Swim, which I liked, and I'll probably make a video about it. And I saw this as a poster. I saw Madam Web as a poster, and I was like, what the fuck? But then I looked into it, and it even had a trailer already. And I watched the trailer. But first of all, let's not even talk about the trailer yet. Let's talk about the title and the poster. So I saw Dakota Johnson in the Spider-Man outfit, in the Spider-Man spider costume, okay? And it said Madam Web, all right? First of all, let me tell you that Americans do not say the word madam. That's just not that's not really a word that we use. I feel like it might be an antiquated term for like a nanny or something. I feel like gay men in drag might use it. But like madam as a word is not a colloquial phrase that Americans say. Like period. Okay? We use ma'am if you're addressing a woman respectfully. You say ma'am, M-A apostrophe-A-M. You do not say madam. Okay, that is not a word we use. I'm telling you that. And if anyone had told me the title of this movie without me seeing it, if they were like, hey, have you heard of Madam Web? I would honestly think that it had two B's, like the surname Webb, and that Madam Web was like the story of some like old British librarian who is able to teach kids the magic of reading or something. Like that's what I would honestly think that a movie called Madam Web was about, for real. But anyway, I watched this trailer and it's trash. I don't know how else to say it, but it's trash. Why is that little thing still there? I didn't even notice that. Okay, I can't get it away. But the trailer is trash. And it looks probably exactly how you would expect it to, just from the poster alone, honestly. Um, shocker, Dakota Johnson, who I actually like. I actually like Dakota Johnson, even though she was in 50 Shades of Abuse. Um, I enjoy her presence. I do. Um, I enjoy her. I'm okay with her, even though she was in that really garbage movie called 50 Shades of Grey. Any other two in that franchise, but I digress. So yeah, this was a very strange trailer. It had just about everything you can expect. I would show it to you, but I can't because it'll get blocked. Um, but these comments are okay. I didn't know that this had. I was kind of surprised to see that this had. Hold on, let's see if we can see it. It's not there. Okay, but it had 20 million views. Like this trailer had 20 million views, and I was like, what? It's only been out like a month. Um, but the comments are absolutely hilarious. And in all seriousness, if you've got an official trailer up with millions and millions of views and comments like this, I am wondering if this movie is even going to be released. And I'm being serious about this. I don't think I've mentioned this ever before on my channel, but there was a Batgirl movie filmed like by Warner Brothers. They filmed the entire movie, they finished it even. And someone watched it, I don't know, some big exec watched it and he was like, we aren't releasing this because it was such trash. And that is a major, major, major blow to a studio. I wonder if I can find it, but I can't remember if it was in this comment section. But someone said, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to find it, but someone in the comments said, I'm convinced that studios are actually trying to fail at this rate. And like, I'm actually convinced of the same thing. Because why the fuck would you make a movie called Madam Web that no one wants to see? No one wants to see this movie. You know what? I do want to see it because I want to hate watch it, and talk shit about it. But like most people are not me, and most people would not fucking waste their time with this shit like at all. Okay. I think the first comment was actually really hilarious. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you, Sony, for once again condensing this entire movie into a 3-minute trailer that saves my 10-minute trip to the movie theater. That's pretty good. Um, these are so good. These comments are so good. And I'm being serious about that. Like, I love comments so much. And they really tell you a lot of what people think of things. Like, when I saw Night Swim last night, I was thinking during it, I'm going to make a whole video about it, don't worry. But I was thinking during it that like horror is kind of the only genre currently that you're really allowed to be creative in. Like you can't be creative in comic book movies, obviously, because those follow a really strict formula. You know, maybe you can get a little bit creative with the CGI, but even then probably not because they have a certain look about them. You can't really get creative. Like there are no fantasy movies out anymore because they're all based on books. And if it's not, you know, a guaranteed cajillions of dollar box office open, they're not going to make it. They're not going to make any script that is fantasy that's not based on something. I mean, it's possible, right? But when have you seen it last? Recently? Not recently? No, not recently, I'm going to guess. But like with horror, you're able to just switch it up a little bit because it's horror. And it's really unfortunate, but even horror, there are really strict limitations there. It's just so unfortunate that we're at this point now where they're gonna make a millions of dollar movie like Madame Web, who teaches the kids at the library the importance of learning. A shitty movie like Madame Web that'll probably make money, but not that much. I don't know. It's very strange to me. I was gonna look something up. What was I gonna look up? Okay, I'm gonna look up the budget of Spider-Man. Sorry, not Spider-Man. See there, I called it Spider-Man. Madame Web. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it's over $63 million. And that is my official guess. I'm looking it up right now, going on Wikipedia. Okay, they have not. Okay, Madame Web movie. Madame Web movie. Film. S.J. Clarkson. Is that a woman? Let me look. Yep, that's a woman. Okay. How did I know? Okay, let's look. Okay, they haven't released the budget details, but yeah, that's my guess that it's a very, very high budget movie because these superhero movies always are, and it's not gonna make money in the box office. Like, sorry, I don't know who this movie was made for. I don't know who wants to watch this. I have not heard anyone or seen anyone being like, oh yeah, we need a woman Spider-Man movie. See, I almost said Superman. We need a woman Spider-Man movie. Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck wants that? I do not know. Captain America 2 or whatever. No, sorry, Captain Marvel. See, I keep calling them the wrong names because they do not make sense. They do not make sense. Captain Marvel was trash. That bombed so significantly. And I guess that everyone's just okay with that. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's look at more of these comments. I love the part where she's about to beat the villain. It says, see you next Wednesday. Truly, the paragon of cinema. I love the part where she throws a rock at Madame Web and says, she didn't see that coming, which is a visual metaphor for for how good this trailer is. Bruh, these are hilarious, and I always get angry when I see a movie trailer that I've not even heard of on YouTube and it has over 10 million views. And this has only been up for 1 month. I was like, what? How can this have 20 million views? I think it has 20 million views because it's being received so poorly and people are trying to make a hilarious comment like this. I love the part where she says, I was Madam Web, but now I'm Mad M. Web. Yeah, so none of this actually happens in the trailer. Like, none of it. But, you can draw from the repertoire of superhero movie quotes and, likely say something that there's something almost verbatim in this movie. Like, I know that the studios have been relying so heavily on superhero movies for so long. I think it's animated kids movies and superhero movies that make money in their eyes. And because of that fact, they are really not allowing anything else to be any good, really. And I mean that. They're not allowing their own studios to create things that are interesting. They're not allowing people to make movies about real people. I actually thought about that last night. That movie that's out now, Anyone But You. Like, I haven't seen it, but I've seen the trailer. And I don't remember. That movie is supposed to be like a plausible movie that could actually happen in real life, right? Yeah, it's possible. And there's no there's no CGI. I mean, I'm sure there's CGI to a degree, but there's no CGI images. There's no real special effects needed. That's a movie about real people, living real life. And I was like, wow, when the fuck have we had a movie like this? I don't even remember. I was thinking the Judd Apatow movies were popular, 10, 15 years ago. Like 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up. Like, those were comedies and they were entirely possible, right? They're very goofy, they're very out there, right? But yeah, they could happen. Like Superbad, I love Superbad. You guys know I love Superbad. That movie also could happen, technically. I think that not having movies where you're depicting people living real life is really a problem. I had a pretty dark thought recently. By the way, I saw Night Swim last night on a Sunday night at after 9 p.m. Okay, so I know for a fact that's really not the popular time that people go to the cinema, but I had this thought even before that. And then this is the dark thought, which is am I one of the last people who actually goes to movie theaters? That's not even the end of it. Not only am I only one of the last people who goes to the movie theaters, am I just seeing movies because I'm nostalgic for when they were actually good? And when I see these trash piles on the screen, I better remember a time when they were actually good? Is that my whole MO? I mean, it's not, but that's part of it. And that's really unfortunate. Oh, this actually is in the trailer. I love the part when she said, I think I'm seeing the future. Bruh, you got to watch this trailer because it's hilarious. It is just I can't really, I just kind of can't with the studios at this rate. I feel like I don't know who they are, first of all, but I feel like these people need to be shaken. My friend who has a job That's Pirate. Good job, Pirate. I don't think he's gonna get off of those keys. He's trying to bug me. Pirate, good work. That's really great. Good job. Love you. I forgot what I was saying. I don't know who the people in charge are here. Oh, it's pretty good. It sounds emotional. Now he gets off the keys. I don't know who's in charge at the studios. I don't know them by name. I don't know them by sight. But I feel like maybe they need to be shaken. Maybe someone or multiple people need to shake them and say, the current model isn't working. We need to change it up. I need to be shaken and say, like, stop relying so heavily on movies, on superhero franchises. Movies based on superhero franchises. They need to be shaken and say, like, stop only making kids movies. 'Cause it's totally out of hand at this rate. I don't know. Okay, this line was actually in the trailer. Ezekiel Sims. He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died. Okay, here's another example of obnoxious exposition. And, like, I really don't like how unrealistic so much of the dialogue is in just about every single movie. Like, if you watch probably 30 seconds of American Horror Story, you'll know what I'm talking about. I know that writers and directors, first of all, writers love to write things. They love to write witty dialogue. They love to write intelligent dialogue, right? And then directors want to shoot it. I recently tried to watch this show on Netflix. What's it called? The Fall of the House of Usher. And that show was like 25 dumpster fires in a row. I couldn't finish it, first of all, because it was horrible. But it's a lot of banter. It's a lot of really obnoxious banter, like ba-da-da-da, 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 ba-da-da-da. Like, people just don't speak that way. I do, because I'm cool for the most part, and there's no script here. I just improvise all this shit, but most people are not that way. Like, when you're writing a scene, a message needs to be conveyed. You know, if that's giving new information, if that's actually withholding information from the other character, if that's just to kind of create more character development for one or both characters. I'm saying there's a function to every scene. And people go about it in real dumbass ways. Like, Ezekiel Sims. He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died. Like, that's a line that I would expect from, like, a network television channel, which people are also not watching, by the way. But, yeah, that's a trash line. That's in Portuguese. What does she say? I love the part where she says, I'm ready. This shows all the determination of the protagonist. Scene of the decade. Okay. It's nice to see fan films getting such a big platform. Honestly, this trailer does look like a fan film. Like you've got this sought after A-list Hollywood actress, Dakota Johnson, and this should be looking like fan fiction. For real. I hope that movie executives watch videos like this. I know that they don't, but they should really start. Oh, love the part where Madame Web said, see, look, they spelled it how I thought it was spelled. How I would have thought it was spelled had I not seen it on the movie trailer, on the movie poster to start. It's about to get 50 Shades Webbier. LOL! Okay. Yeah, I don't want to see this movie. I mean, I will, but I don't actually really want to. I don't know who this movie is made for. I'm not aware. If you can tell me in the comments, like please tell me because I truly do not know. Um I'm guessing maybe they're trying to get at young viewers. I think they think their audience is very young folk, like young girls probably age 11 to 18 question mark, I don't know. Maybe 11's kind of, maybe 12, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But in the trailer, Madam Web is like hanging out with what looks like three teenage girls, and she's like in her 30s. Obviously, like they become friends and stuff, and they're gonna work together to save the day. But like, I feel like it's a little strange. Like, why would there be a 30-year-old hanging out with teenagers? I try to avoid teenagers, honestly. I try to stay the fuck away from them. Um, yeah, I thought that was a little weird. Um, anyway, this, as much as I have talked shit on this movie, I love the comments. I love that people are absolutely blasting this movie before it even comes out. And I love that this is just proving the inefficiency of big time movie studios. Because I feel like they think that's their job now, is to just keep proving that fact. Thanks for watching.